Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea and today it's the holiday season and I feel like why don't we talk about shades of red lipsticks that I think will work perfectly not only for this holiday season, but also recommending red lipsticks that have various tones that might work well for you. Because over the years that I've been a beauty content creator and a makeup artist, I've heard people say, oh my gosh, I cannot wear red. There's not a red color out there for me. And I'm here to tell you there is a red for you. And I hope we can find one for you with the options that I have here. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. If you are new, I would love for you to click that subscribe button and join the Glam Girl Squad. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for deciding to come back and support my channel. I truly do appreciate you being here and watching my video, liking it, commenting down below. If you choose to do so, shopping through my links in the description box. I really do appreciate you being here and supporting me any way that you feel comfortable. And yeah, let's get right into this video. So, I'm a red lippy gal. I'm looking at these red lipstick options and I'm like, I really do love the color red. I just feel like the color red is one that's gonna help you to be bold. It's gonna help you to feel bolder, to feel stronger, empowered. And it's definitely one of those colors that makes a statement, whether you want to or not. Now, for the people who say, Chels, I can't wear red. I am here to debunk that because I feel there is a red for any and everyone. You just have to figure out the red that you feel most comfortable wearing and also the undertone of red because there are variations of red. You've got blue red, orange red, cooler tone red, warmer tone red. There's a lot of different variations with red. So you want to first figure out what the color or what the undertone of red is going to work best for you and your complexion and then go from there. So for instance, if you have more of a cooler tone complexion, meaning that maybe silvers look better against your complexion, you may have more pink in your complexion, then you might want to look for more of a blue red type of red because an orange red may not be the most flattering or a red that has maybe too much warmth in it. Versus if you have a more warm complexion, maybe more oranges, maybe more reds in your complexion, you might want to err on the side of an orange red. If you are pretty neutral, which I fall more so in that category of having more of a neutral complexion, I like all types of reds because I like the tones of reds. I think I can flex with pretty much any red out there. So I would suggest looking for a red, maybe even a variation of red. So there's some tones here that fall more on the burgundy side. They're gonna fall more on the true red side. I'm even gonna throw in a gloss that has more of a red base for people who are just like, you're not getting me in a red lipstick. We got a little entry point for you. So let's start off with my glossy red. So we're gonna start off with Jane Iredale's, this is the Color Luxe High Impact Lip Glaze. So they sent over all of their shades, and when I say I really enjoy this formula, it is hydrating, but it also gives you color. So this might be an option for someone who wants to enter the red lip community, but you're kind of afraid of going like really bold and matte. What I like about these lip glazes, and as you can see, you're getting actual pigment, but it's still a gloss. So it's not going to be the most intense, and it could be a nice little entry point for you. On top of that, they're very hydrating. They're not a sticky formula at all. And for a gloss, glazed gloss, they last pretty well on the lips. So I recommend any color in these, but this could be a nice entry point for you who are just a little afraid of like going full-fledged into a bolder red lip. Next, let's get into some affordable red lippies because, you know, I like me a little luxe lippy, but we don't have to always spend all the coins on the lips. So I want to start with the Lip Bar. So you can find the Lip Bar in Target. This is a Black-owned, female-owned brand, and the shade Boss Lady, let me tell you, this is one of those shades that when I see it on someone's lips, I already know what it is. It's that distinguishable. So this is going to be a deeper toned red. As you can see, it's definitely not as bright as the gloss in terms of color. I feel like this red has more like pinky tones to it, and the reason why I say it is if you look at the wand, I don't know if you all can see it, but it has some like pinky tones to it. So it's not a true red, but it is a deeper, more sultry red. And oh my gosh, it looks phenomenal on the lips. This formula does dry down as a matte formula. And it's not the most uncomfortable matte at all. I mean, it's a liquid lipstick, so it is going to dry down, but it's not uncomfortable. It is one of those reds that makes your teeth brighter, and it does not move, so you don't have to worry about it getting on your teeth. Dries down pretty quickly, not so quickly that you can't work with it, but it also doesn't take forever to dry down. By far one of my favorite reds across my collection. Okay, now let's talk about Sephora collection. So my two favorite reds from Sephora collection, we're going to go with 01. 01 is going to lean more of that true red color, more of that blue red color. So that is the third color right there. These are a liquid lipstick formula, very comfortable. I can't even tell you how many Sephora collection liquid lips I have, and they are, I think these are like $15 or so. So long lasting, OMG, so good. And then the other one is going to be shade 94. This shade is, when I say similar to, it's giving me similar vibes to Boss Lady, but you'll see that it has a little more pink to it than Boss Lady does. Boss Lady is giving me more like deep blood red, whereas 94 is giving me some pink reds, and then you can see kind of a true red here with shade 01. So Sephora collection, even if you're not looking for a red, all of these are so good. I think these are the Rouge liquid lipsticks, if I can remember off the top of my head, but honey, look into them because they are cute, 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 cute. I love them. Okay, and then is that it for my, oh, okay. Then let's move on to Pound Cake. So Pound Cake is going to be a Black-owned, woman-owned brand. I love me some Pound Cake. I've been loving Pound Cake for like 3 years now. So they have five or six shades of red. And what I love about them is that they are a firm believer that there is not one tone for any complexion. Everybody's complexion is different, so there needs to be a tone for them. So I would say definitely check out Pound Cake if you're looking for the red that's going to fit your complexion the best, because they've got variations of red. I have 4 of their, I think it's 5 shades, because I think I'm only missing 1. I have 4 of the 5 red lipsticks. I love them all. I can't tell you, I feel like Bloodberry is my favorite one. I can't remember. Once I swatch it, I'll know, because I think it's Bloodberry. So this first one is Strawberry. Strawberry is going to give us more of like that pinky red. So here is Strawberry. And if you go on their website, it'll tell you based on your complexion which shade will probably work best for you. And they smell like cake too. Literally, they smell like pound cake, literal pound cake. It is so delicious and they're beautiful. Here is the shade Bloodberry. Okay, I think this is my favorite red out of the Pound Cake colors. It's Bloodberry. Bloodberry is a deeper red. So pretty. Oh, okay. Red Velvet is their true red color. So here is Red Velvet. Aren't these all just so beautiful? All these shades of red. And then we have Maraschino. This is the last red that I have from Pound Cake. Oh, but see, Maraschino, this is a beautiful bright red. It gives me, it's got a little bit of orange in it as well. So good. Liquid lipstick formula. This one doesn't dry down completely matte, but it does dry down. So it's not going to move all over the teeth either, but it's a bit more comfortable of a matte compared to like the Sephora collection matte. So highly recommend these. I want to say these are like in the $20-some price range. So a little more expensive than Sephora collection, but not the most expensive one we'll talk about today. Okay, now let's get into Fenty Beauty and the Gloss Bomb Sticks. Now here's a formula of red that I think will work well if somebody is like, I don't want the formula to be matte, but I want it to still be an effective red on the lips. Like I want it to be more than a gloss, but I don't want the formula to be matte and dry. Here, try this one. This is a shade called the MVP. This also might be a really good entry point red for people who might be a little scared of red, who feel like I can't find me a good red. This is not going to be as pigmented as these other reds that I'm showing you here, but you're still getting red. And if you want it to be a little bold, you know, like maybe, I don't know, you could pair this red with the MVP shade of their lip liners. Now, when I say their lip liners are literally my favorite lip liner almost ever, I can't get enough of it. So if you wanted to, you could take the MVP in A, just wear it by itself. I've done that before. And because the formula is a soft matte, it's not budging. It's not going to move around, because that's definitely a criteria for me. If I'm going to wear red, I don't have time for that red to be going all over my teeth and embarrassing me. So I need the red to stay in place. So these lip liners do not budge once you put them on the lips. So if you wanted to, you can maybe carve out your lips with the lip liner, fill it in with the Gloss Bomb stick, or maybe a red gloss of your choice, and that could help you like ease into the red without like being totally committed, like, you know, one of these more intense ones. You've got options on how you want to wear the reds, but I highly recommend their lip liners for sure. Okay, then let's get into this other red that falls along the like $20 price range. OMG. The red by Lys Beauty. Okay, so this one is called Rich AF. And when I say that's how she looks on the lips, I'll insert a picture of this red that I wore over the weekend. I went to their Friendsgiving and I was like, yeah, I already know what red I'm wearing. Look at her. Let me get her up here because we're getting down my arm. Gotta put the swatch up higher. Soft, comfortable matte lipstick. Very soft. Doesn't even feel like it's a matte lipstick when you're putting it on your lips. Stays in place, dries down. You can eat and drink with it and they're not moving it all over. Like they're going to stay in place. And she's stunning, like stunning. This color is going to be more of a true red, more of a brighter blue red. And I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And like I say, it's a soft matte, so the formula is not going to dry down completely and get, you know, kind of dry on the lips. So this might be a good option for someone who wants a red that's not going to budge, but it's not going to feel extremely dry on the lips either. And it's so cute anyways, and it's small, fits really great in your smaller purses. Stunning. Now, let's talk about Mother Pat McGrath, because she has a couple of reds that I absolutely love. We're getting a little more expensive in terms of the cost of the lipstick. This is going to be the shade called Elson 2. She has a couple of different Elsons. I think we've got 3 Elsons by her. And this Elson is pulling more of an orange red. So still a beautiful red, but if you feel like the blue red is not your vibe, maybe try the orange red. I feel like orange red looks really nice across multiple complexions. I feel like orange red is like the denim of clothing, or like the black and white of clothing. Like I've not seen orange red on a complexion and be like, I don't know. I think orange red looks beautiful on every complexion. Let's also take a look at Forbidden Love by Pat McGrath. Now, this is my favorite of the two. And that's just simply because I love more of a true red color. Like, I want the red to be bold. I want it to be fire. I want it to, like, you know, do all the things. And that's what this shade does. So you can see the difference between the two reds here. Oh, Forbidden Love is stunning. Both of these formulas are going to be matte. They are a comfortable matte to me, but they are a drier matte than compared to like the Lys Beauty matte lipsticks. But they're not an uncomfortable matte in my opinion. But I always say with matte formulas, if you feel like they're a little too dry, I always just go on top with a gloss and just put the gloss where I feel the lipstick is a little too dry. And that usually works for me, but I don't think they're overly dry to where they're that uncomfortable. But if you feel differently, definitely leave it in the comment section below so we're all aware. Okay, let me share with you a couple of new reds to me that I'm like, you're new, but you are worth being talked about. Bobbi Brown, they sent over their Luxe lipstick in the shade Parisian Red. This is number 800. First off, let's get into this packaging. So pretty. Now, let me be real honest. I have not even swatched this because the emblem is so pretty. But I saw this and I was like, I already know I'm gonna like this color of red. Let's put her up here. So let's test. Let's take a look at it. Oh, look at that red. Oh, I knew she was gonna be pretty. Let me fill in the gaps. This red, in my opinion, definitely looks more like a true red. Maybe with like a hint of orange. Do y'all see orange, or is that just me? Maybe I'm looking at the reds too much. But this is a stunning red. And it looks like the formula is more of a traditional satin red lipstick formula. So if you don't like matte, here's an option for you. And it looks so luxe. Oh, give me a luxe looking product any day. And your girl's gonna be happy. The other one is the red that I'm wearing on my lips. This is more of an orange red. And I just think she's amazing. And let me just say, this red has lasted me all day long. I put this red lip on around like 8 o'clock this morning. I did not touch up until I was about to start this video. And it is currently 8:52, so I started this video maybe 20 minutes ago. So basically 12 hours of eating, drinking, talking, doing all the things. This lip stayed in place. Do you know who it's by? Estée Lauder. Now, it's a shock to me because I don't have a lot of Estée Lauder products. It's definitely not one of those brands I be checking for all the time. But I want to say thank you to Estée Lauder for sending over these products. And now I can be aware and share with y'all. So I am wearing their lip liner. This is going to be the Estée Lauder Double Wear 24-Hour Stay in Place Lip Liner. I can't believe this stays in place for a long time. The shade is going to be 018 Red. There's a little brush on one side, and then you have the lip liner. Let's put you over here. Here's the lip liner. And like I said, this is pulling more of like a nice, beautiful orange red. And it's funny because earlier today I wore a black blazer with a black camisole. It looked more like true red with the black, but against this tan, it's looking more orange red, which I thought was really interesting. Their lipstick is going to be the Pure Color Lipstick Matte in the shade 699 Thrill Me. Once again, very luxurious packaging. Here is an up-close look at the bullet. This is obviously a matte lipstick, hence the name. And we're going to put you right here. This is a soft, comfortable matte. It's a matte, like my lips don't feel hydrated wearing this in terms of like, it doesn't feel like, oh, there's some type of hydrating component in it. But it's also not an uncomfortable matte. So at no point throughout the day did I feel the need to put on a lip gloss on top. And even just now, I just put on the lipstick and I'm like, okay, we're good to go. Beautiful formula, beautiful color, amazing lasting power. Like, I am blown away by how long this lasted. And this lip liner, I thought the Fenty lip liners were long. These lip liners are long because when I had to retouch my lip before filming, it was only the center of my lip that needed to be retouched, which is where I had the lipstick. The parts where I put the lip liner, honey, locked and loaded, did not budge. And just to tell you what I had to eat today, I ate a good amount of grapes because I was kind of craving something sweet. We had Chipotle, okay? We had dinner. What did I have for dinner? I had some shrimp, some broccoli. I've drank today, like drank from the cup, not through a straw. Like, we've done things in terms of eating, drinking, and talking that should have worn the lip completely off. No. Lip liner? I need more of these. I need more of these. They are the longest lasting lip liners I probably have ever tried. no fluff. Now, another lip liner that's also really long lasting that I love, the Makeup Forever Artist Pencil. I love these pencils. I have so many of them in different shades. I highly recommend them. So the red color that I have is called 712 Either Cherry. By the time I bought this lip liner, I had already had it in various shades of brown, black, and I was like, I need it in red. But also a very long lasting formula. It's very smoothing too. For this to be a pencil liner, it glides across the lips very nicely and it doesn't wear down quickly. So you can use it a good amount of times before having to sharpen it. The Fenty lip liners do wear down fairly easily. Did I swatch this one? Yes, I did. So you do have to sharpen these lip liners more than, you know, other ones. But the formula is so good to me, I don't mind. And when I run out, for sure, we'll be purchasing another one. Okay, now we're down to my last two. My last two are my more expensive red lippies. Let's talk about Louboutin. Okay, so this is going to be the shade, oh darling. I forgot the shade. I did. I'll have to put it in the description box because it's not on here. But first off, let's talk about the packaging. Yes, you do have to purchase the packaging by itself because that's how bougie lipsticks be. But here's the red, and she's so pretty. This red is not an intense red, so it has a nice satin formula. I would also recommend this red if you're like, I want to get into reds, but I don't want anything too harsh. Because if you did one swatch, I'll do one swatch next to it. One swipe, you can see it's not really intense. Even building it up with a couple of different swipes, well, a couple of swipes, not different swipes, but a couple of swipes. It's not too intense in its pigmentation, but it's a very beautiful, soft satin formula, and I love it. And I can't deny that I don't feel bougie holding it. I mean, come on, it's Christian Louboutin. And then lastly, a red that I absolutely love is by Guerlain. It comes with a beautiful velvet pouch. And we have to just sit and marvel at the packaging. This is another one of those lipsticks where you do have to purchase the case separately. But it's so worth it. To me. This is going to be the shade. What shade are you? I forgot, but I will also have that link down below. This is a matte formula. It has the typical Guerlain fragrance. It's a powdery type of fragrance, which I like, but if you don't like fragrance in your cosmetics, then you probably aren't going to like this one. Let's put her down here. And look at just how pretty she is. Oh, I can't get over her because she's just stunning. This is also a really beautiful, comfortable matte formula. And it's a really beautiful soft matte formula. Stays in place, does not move around. But she's so comfortable and she's so bold and pretty on the lips, and like she makes a statement. And yeah, guys, those are all my recommendations. So here is another rundown of all of the red lipsticks. I would try to hash out which ones they were, but I don't think I would remember. Let's try. Let's test my memory. So this is going to be the Bobbi Brown lipstick. Then we have the Jane Iredale lip glaze, the Lip Bar in Boss Lady. Then we have Sephora Collection in 01 and 94. Then we have, we have Pound Cake, which are going to be these next four. Hold on. Boss Lady. Okay, yeah. So these next four, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, these are by Pound Cake. We've got the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Stick in MVP with the lip liner in MVP. Then, what's this? Rich AF by Lys Beauty. I think that was it. Now it's getting dicey. What are these next two ones? I don't remember. See, I tried and then I forgot. I'm looking at my lipsticks. Oh, I remember now. Okay, these are Pat McGrath. So we've got Elson 2 and then Forbidden Love. And then we've got the Estée Lauder lip liner in 018 red. Estee Lauder lipstick. I didn't tell you all the shade. Oh, yes, I did. $6.99. The Makeup Forever lip pencil in either cherry. And then the Louboutin lipstick. I'll leave the shade name down below. And then lastly, Guerlain lipstick. I'll leave the shade down below. Who's the boss? Look at me remembering orders and shade names. Okay, I hope you found this video helpful. I would love to know what your top 2 or 3 favorite red lipsticks. Leave them down in the comment section below. And, you know, let's get the conversation going. If you feel like it, feel free to leave your shade complexion, maybe your undertones, so that if someone else is looking at this video and they're trying to find a reference point, they could have a nice little reference point from you if you're leaving that information. And yeah, guys, that is it. If you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad because we love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.